Simplify the expression. Assume all variables represent non-negative real numbers. Okay, so we have a base, an exponent of 5/4. In the base we have 5 different factors, all multiplied together, 2 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. Since they're all separate factors, the exponent of 5/4 is going to distribute to each of those factors. Now when this exponent brings down to, for example, the first factor, x to the 2/3, we'll get a 5/4 power on 2/3, and that is when we multiply exponents. So we are going to get x to the 2/3 times 5/4, and then multiplied by y to the negative 4/5 times 5/4, that's the numerator. Denominator, x to the 5/4 times 5/4, y to the negative 2/3 times 5/4, and x to the negative 1/3 times 5/4. There might be an easier way. If you see an easier way inside to reduce and simplify, you can do that first. I like to be consistent and distribute the outside exponent first. Let's simplify this. So multiplying 2/3 and 5/4 would give us 10 over 12, which reduces to 5 over 6. You can also just cancel the 2 with the 4, leaving 2, and getting 5 over 6 that way. X to the 5/6. The y, the 4's, and the 5's all reduce, leaving just the negative, so that's just negative 1. The denominator, 5/4 times 5/4 is 25 over 16, so that's x to the 25 over 16. We have y. We did this previously, 2/3 times 5/4. We got 5/6, but this time we have a negative sign, so this will be negative 5/6, y to the negative 5/6, and x to the negative 5/12. Okay, now we have negative exponents. So the negative exponents are going to move up or down to make them positive. We have 3 with negative exponents. So we now have, on the top, we have the x to the 5/6. We have a new y to the 5/6 and an x to the 5/12 that came from the bottom to make positive exponents. On the bottom, we have x to the 25/16, and we have a y to the 1 that moved from the top to the bottom to make positive exponents. Okay, now we get to simplify. First off, we have to deal with the x to the 5/6 and the x to the 5/12. We combine those together. 5/6 plus 5/12. And we have, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm running a little bit out of room. Y to the 5/6. Now there's 5/6 is less than 1, so we can remove these 5/6 of the y from this y down below by canceling them out and subtracting the 5/6 from the exponent down below. So in the denominator, we have x to the 25/16, and y, 1 minus 5/6 is 1/6. On the top, we can add the exponents together. That is 15 over 12. Is that right? 10, 15 over 12. So what I'm doing in my head, I probably shouldn't do in my head. I'm multiplying by 2 over 2 to make the common denominator of 12. That makes 10 plus 5, 15/12. Now 15 and 12 reduced by 3 to be 5/4. On the bottom we have x to the 25/16 and y to the 1/6. Okay, now 25/16 and 5/4 The bigger one is 25/16, so I'm going to move these 5/4 down to the bottom, leaving a 1 on the top. So we now have 1 divided by. Okay, same common denominator kind of work. Multiplying by 4/4, minus 20/16. 25 minus 20 is 5. So we have x to the 5/16 and y to the 1/6 and 1 on top. So there might be other ways to do this, but it's nice to have a nice consistent approach. I like to distribute the outside exponents. It took a step to simplify, make negatives positive, and then reduce, combine like terms, etc. All right, I hope this one helps.